Middle of the night. Just got home. It's not really the middle of the night. It's like 9:30 or something like that. But got my old equipment case out. Paint everywhere. Trees, stuff. Oh yeah. Was running trains down at the railroad the other day. So those are still out. But let's do a Magazine Monday. Magazine Monday. Let's see what we got here. We have Train magazine from January 95. Looks like we got M-Track. And let's see what else we got here. Model Railroader of April 94. Let's get into this one. Look at this. How do model Miss Katie's Big SDs? I don't know what that means, but let's get into it. Boom. Buy stuff, Atlas, da 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 da. Love this pier set. My older brother actually had a pier set like this. We got this, he had it for ages, and he was trying to put together his N-scale train set and blah, blah, blah. And I love just some of the simple structures that can be really turned into something more shebangy. If you take a look at it, just the roadside restaurant, lumberyard. Get them to the lumberyard. And yeah, we keep on going. Let's see, I don't have a lot of light here, so maybe we'll drag these over. Should we drag these over somewhere else? Here, I'm going to drag this one over here. Here we go. Boom. Get them to the lumberyard. The lumberyard. Oochie doochie hoochie doo. All right, here we go. Boom. We have a glare now. This is the one thing that bothers me is the glare. I don't like the glare. You've got a glare in your hair. So this is what we'll review. We'll do this. Boom. America's Hobby Center. Buy stuff. The red caboose. Tons of stuff. Great articles. Writing in. Look at this old school Athearn advertisement. We got some F units in the Black Widow. And there we go. Looks cool. I actually like... Let's get this. What is up with the glare? Let's see if I can get rid of it. I don't think I will be able to. Oh well. Look at that. Whew. Love the Trainmaster. Jeeps. You got yourself a Jeep 9. And a nice little SD9 right there. SD9. The Cadillac. Marklin. Please run my Marklin. Let's do the Marklin. Ape-a-doo-doo-doo. Love these doodles. Doodle bugs. Man, that glare is killing me. One of my faves. GP35 and GP30. In N-scale, the Atlas units, I mean, hands down, still totes faves. All right, let's keep going. Boop, bop, a deep, bop, boo, bop, a deep, bop, boo, dop, a deep, bop. Cool model. Ford F100 pickup. Look at that. So cool. So cool. Mom, can I get a Ford 100 pickup? No. Got a flathead V8. Ooh. Acuflex. The kind where when you're at the gym, you just are so flexible. That's a really cool diorama. FSMHO 25th Anniversary Diorama Kit. Well, that's a hell of a freaking kit. That looks so cool. All right, backing out. Let's see what else we got here. Boom, bangarang, bangarang, bangarang. Longs, if you know, you know. I almost want to do a long shirt with a train on it for the Railroads Rock podcast. Anyways, bippity boppity boop. Ooh, look at that. B39-8 conversion kit? No way. That is cool. It says it goes on top of a U-25B. That's rad. Okay. Now we're cooking. Look at this. Quality brass. Hell yeah, it is. Look at that. Nice SD60M. Union Pacific. Beaut. What a beauty. Nice little Norfolk Southern Slug. God, that's rad looking. Overland. You've done it again. Can you hear me? Am I talking? Can you hear me? God, love the C30-7s. So nifty. All right, Complete your grain terminal with an SW1. I love that. SW1 has that little porch in front of the grill. Good old Walthers. Walthers. Got a nice little, look at that. Does that work? I wonder. I didn't even know. All right. Boom. Still moving along. An HO railroad that is sure to change. Tons of glare. It's bothering me. Almost wish that we hadn't dragged this over here. God, this is some heavy detail work. Look at that. Biggity bangity boom. I love this refinery. Look at that. We're boiling stuff. If you want to view paradise, simply get some ore cars and view it. Hey, look, I'm looking off into nowhere. Where are you looking, bro? You're not looking at the layout. What are you looking at? What a great looking. Look at that. That is awesome. 9 by 16 feet. Nashwack Mountains. Fictional. Of course it's fictional. Of course you got to be fictional. This glare is going to kill me. But oh well. God, that's some good looking model railroading right there. Good looking model railroading. Pine trees. I've got pine trees. Yeah, not a lot's changed. Pine trees. Look at that. So cool. More pine trees. Yeah, that's a Jim Beam bottle. What? Bippity boppity boop. Let's look at this Katie thing and then move on. Modeling Miss Katie's big SDs in HO scale. That's a nice SD. Gotta love these SD40-2s, man. You really do. There we go. We're getting a little bit of that glare gone. Goo gone, glare gone. I don't even know. But gotta love a good MKT. Look at that zebra striping is so rad. And they really did it right on this. Look at that. Look at the from the behind. You know what I mean, girls? Anyways. And then you can see we did this, we did that, we did this, we have this, we did this. It's black and white just so you can see the contrast. That's the real thing right there. And we got a nice little parts list. Let's take a second to look at the parts list. Hoopity-two. Windshield wipers at an SD42 undecorated, blah, 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 blah. Hope you're all making notes here to see how to be an awesome modeler. And then Vizelo, look at this. God, man, taking your time. That's what it was. I mean, honestly, when people ask me, like, oh, how do you do this or how do you do that? I'm like, take your time. Take your time. Same with this. I love this article. Weathering track for realism. You look at your track, it's all shiny. Shiny and new. No, it's not. The track, obviously you have to get the electricity from it, but I mean, look at that. When you weather it, just looks like something else, mate. Here we go. Trackside photos. We got a nice little SP. Beautiful looking unit. What is that? Is that a 280? Must be a 280. Yeah, let me get a better look at that. Ooh. If that's a diorama out in the sun, it looks amazing. And then you got some this is a nice little upgrade on the SD40-2. That's neat. Cool beans, bro. Great Tracel. Look at that nice little F7. Is that an F3? I think it's an F3. Look at that. It's got the high radiator fan, so it must be an F3. Unless we're just spitballing here. Love the gloss on the water. Great work. Good acrylic work there. Look at that. Jam. Love this one. Well, I did this magazine one time. But I did it on the Magazine Monday for the Instagram. Because I remember this trackside photo. It's like a diorama with a nice little dash 8. Boop. Look at that. So cool. What a great background. If that's not a printed picture, then that is the real deal. I love this Rio Grande. I think this is an O scale Rio Grande, if I remember correctly. Here, let's read this here. Boom. Yep. Richard Miller's O scale layout. That is a great picture. Look at that. especially for 94. Come on now. Incandescent bulbs, rad. Hi, everybody. I'm looking out of the train through a window. That's a great model. Great picture. Good job. Shit hot. We got some M-Tracks going on here. Gotta love these suckers. A lot of people definitely underestimate the P30CH, but these were rad looking units, and I think they did good with these. What is it, phase 2? Is that phase 2? Anyways, look at that. Hi, we got vents on the back of our bus. To the back of the bus. And that's good stuff right there. Gotta love them. Awesome stuff. And this is how you model them. Got the blueprints here. This is awesome. What a great mag. This one's awesome. Got a nice map here of the Chile line, Rio Grande's Chile line. Right through the top. You got Raton Pass. But then right next to it, you have this nice little subterfuge. Antonio de Santa Fe. So cool. I wonder if the right-of-way is still there, like if you could hike it. So neat. All right, let's go to the end of this magazine. And, ooh, DT&I. Ooh, DT&I. There's awesome. Let's see if they gotten along the line for us. They do. Tell it to the fireman. Look at that. Let's zoom. Boom. What a great picture. Great model. Ah, the romance of steam. Every milepost flashing by right on time as if preordained by the hefty watch in the engineer's hand. The rush of the wind and every boy in America staring up wide-eyed and dreaming of taking his turn in the cab one day. Ah, freedom. Tell all that to the fireman, breaking his back to stoke the insatiable machine. The steel deck heaving beneath his feet, and the engineer yelling for more steam. Hurry up! This hog's dying on us. We need more steam. Anyways, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you had a wonderful night. Yeah, I'm going to do another magazine Monday, but this will be our Lost Magazine Monday because I haven't done one for the last 2 weeks. So hope you enjoy. Rock and roll. Remember, your most important signal is your next one. Head on over. Support us with some merch purchasing over at our online store. And until the next time, highball.